Welcome to Making Food Monday. Today I'm going to do something just a little bit different. Today's actually Sunday, and since I'm going to make a dessert today, it's a yummy, warm camping dessert, I think I'm going to make it tonight. It's actually Sunday night, and we'll share it with you guys tomorrow for Making Food Monday. So happy Making Food Monday, even though it's not Monday yet. It is Monday for you guys. So today I'm going to be making an apple crisp. For today's recipe, I'm going to be using some apples. I've got sweet tango apples. I've got brown sugar. I've got maple syrup, or just whatever kind of syrup. I've got butter, cinnamon. It also calls for nutmeg, but I didn't have any, so I'm not using it. But just so you know, it does call for nutmeg. And I've got oats and flour. And that's what's going into my recipe today, guys. First thing I'm gonna do today is take these apples and get 5 of them peeled. And then what I'm gonna do is take the apples, cut them into chunks, being careful to take the core out of the middle. So I'm just gonna cut them both ways and then cut that core out of the middle. You'll probably have a more reasonable knife. This is the only one I have at the moment because we're camping. So just cut the core out and then cut the apples into chunks. Being careful, very careful not to cut myself.
Yeah. Those apples look yummy too. You get those, right?
So I'm just gonna cut them and then cut them again so that it's in chunks. And that's what I'm doing right there.
Chunks.
Cut them again, right here. And then cut it twice again so that it's in chunks. Okay, now that all of my apples are chopped, these are all just going straight into the bottom of the pot. Easy peasy. We're gonna add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon right to the top of those apples. So there's 1 right on top of all of the apples. There's 1 and 2 teaspoons right on top. Now to the apples, we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of syrup. It says to use maple syrup. This is what I found, so this is what I'm using. So 1 tablespoon of syrup right to the top of the apples. Kind of spread that around. Awesome. 1/2 cup of water right on top. Now that's gonna help us build our pressure that we need for the pot. So 1/2 cup of water right in there. Now, in a bowl, we're gonna add 3/4 cup of Old Fashioned Oats.
Old Fashioned.
So I got 1, 2, 3/4 cup. I need 4 tablespoons of melted butter. I've got that butter melted right here in this cup, and I'm gonna add that right to the oats. Yummy. And I need 1/4 cup of flour. I'm gonna add that to the bowl. And to that bowl, we're also gonna add 1/4 cup of brown sugar. So just add that directly to the bowl. Here we are. And then we're gonna mix that together. We're also gonna need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So I'm just gonna give it a couple of good shakes here. I've got a solid chunk of salt here that I'm working with, so you're gonna measure yours. I'm just gonna go with it. There, we got it. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're gonna mix that in too. Okay, now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take spoonfuls of this and I'm gonna put it all over my apples, just wherever. Making sure that I've kind of got my apples spread out, which I didn't do to begin with, I should have done. Make sure I got my apples spread out, and then I'm just gonna spoon this right on top. Make sure I get a nice covering over all of the apples. And then I'm gonna take my spoon and just push some around if I have some apples that are sticking out. I've got some thicker areas, and just kind of make it as even as you can. Now, because I'm camping, I actually don't have electricity for my pot. I've got to take this all the way over to where it plugs in the bathroom. I'm gonna run an extension cord from the bathroom to a little bench that's outside. I'm gonna plug it in, I'm gonna turn it on to high pressure. I'm gonna leave it there for 8 minutes, and then I'm gonna let it come down naturally. Here we go. We've got our extension cord right into the bathroom. Got this nifty little bench right here. Perfect. I'm gonna seal her up. I'm gonna put it on my chicken function, which is high pressure. I'm gonna bring that time down to 8 minutes. I'm gonna push start. Now that's gonna come to pressure. It's gonna do its 8 minutes. It's gonna come down naturally, and then we are gonna be ready to go. Got it. Look guys, it's done. Now all I gotta do is wait for that pin to drop, and we can take it back to our site. Okay guys, I've turned it off. My pin has dropped, and we are ready to take this puppy home. Yummy. It smells so good. Does it smell good?
Puppy.
Does it smell good?
I need to eat the cat. The puppy.
Can you eat the puppy? It's not really a puppy.
Are you eating the cat?
Oh, it's gonna be a cat?
Are you eating the cat?
Oh, what about you? Are you gonna eat a puppy?
Are you eating the cat?
Okay, what about you? Does it smell good? What about you? Does it smell good?
So hungry.
Does it smell good?
Yes, it smells
Yeah, we have
amazing.
had people actually walking by going, oh, it smells so good.
All right, let's take it home. Okay guys, it is awfully dark out here, but now we are ready to open this baby up and see what we got. Oh, look at that steam rising out of there. Smells so good. We got it all served up. Now, all we need are our guinea pigs. Are you guys excited to taste it?
Oh, yeah.
My guinea pigs are ready. Okay guys, who's tasting it first?
Me.
Let's do Nano first.
I love the crunchy part. That's always my favorite.
Is it good?
Exactly like pie.
Thumbs? Are you sure? Nice. Okay, Mia, your turn.
Apple smushy.
The apple is smushy. I think it's supposed to be. I think that's kind of the point. Is it good? You like it? Honest. Lots? You act like you don't like it that much. Are you sure it gets lots, or does it just get like 1, maybe 2?
Just that.
Just 10? All right, I'll take that.
That's fine.
Okay, Dad, it's your turn.
Not as crunchy as I thought it was going to be.
Well, I didn't expect it to be super crunchy because it's in a pressure cooker and it kind of gets steamed in there.
But
Still good flavor?
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, really good. This will be amazing with a scoop of ice cream. Vanilla ice cream. Ooh,
Yeah, if only we had ice cream, darn
I
it.
know. This thing about being camping.
I know, no freezer. Boo. Okay guys, so my final thoughts. I think this was a pretty good recipe, but it wasn't excellent. It wasn't sweet enough to be dessert, but if somebody had told me this was breakfast, I would have been like, that's some good oatmeal for breakfast. It didn't have the crunch that I like for crisp. I feel like an apple crisp should be crispy, and this one didn't have any crisp. It tasted okay, but like I said, it wasn't sweet enough to be dessert, and it was kind of a breakfast to me. So I saved the leftovers and I'm gonna have that for breakfast. That will be really, really good. So if you're looking for a dessert recipe, I would say add more brown sugar because that's gonna make the whole thing sweeter. Otherwise, this one was good. The flavor was pretty good. It just wasn't sweet enough for me. But I say this one gets 1 thumb up. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't as sweet as I wanted. Agree. I thought it could use a little bit more sweetness, but Daddy thought that it was perfect the way it was. So it just depends on if you like really sweet stuff or not. For a not so sweet dessert, this one was pretty good, right?
Yeah. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to make this channel strong, share it with your friends. And good night, YouTube. See you tomorrow. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now.